Hey, how y'all doing? Finny and I are back out in the yard enjoying the weather. It looks like summer is finally and fully here, and I find myself with some time off due to the virus catching me at the tail end. So we're just enjoying this. We're enjoying the weather outside and hanging out. And I had an old. I was thinking of doing a cymbal presentation of my cymbal collection for you guys, but everything's been in storage for quite a while. And I was in lead singer land for so long that, the drums were just kind of relegated to the studio. And then we shut the studio down, and that was all in storage. And if I could get there, it's all in the back. But I did have this one little case I wanted to show you that I just found, and it's pretty cool. It's got some neat stuff in it. So we'll take a little tour of what's in this snare case full of effect cymbals. And then, I know it's controversial, but I'm going to polish a couple of them and see how it works out. And if they look good, you'll see the results of this. And if not, then I'm just talking to myself, because you'll never see the video. All right, so we'll take a little tour of what's in the box, and then I'm going to do some work, and we'll see how they come out. All right, let's open up and see what's inside. It's been a minute for myself as well, so we should be surprised here. Hey, there's my old Gladstone pad, one of them anyway. That's for practicing on a snare drum or wherever you like, but it fits over a 14-inch snare. So you can practice quietly without bothering the neighbors or the family. And on to the cymbals. Okay, so here is a set of old, they're not hi-hats. They're the precursors to hi-hats. They were called lowboys. There's a little lowboy pedal. And you basically play them the same way you do hi-hats with your feet, but you don't really get to play them with your hands because they're so far to the ground. The hi-hat stand was invented so that you could play the hi-hats with your sticks as well. But these are the originals, called lowboys. The first one is the one I use as a splash cymbal. This one is completely unpolished. Years ago, I threw some polish on the top cymbal, and you see how it came out. And this is the bottom one, and it's been untouched in every way. Here is a Wuhan China cymbal. I have two of these 12-inch Chinas that are fairly recent, from the 2000s. They came with a drum set I bought, and I got some hats I don't use and some other things. But I like these China cymbals, and I have used them. I've got two of them. For some reason, this guy had two, so now I do. I have another old China I'll show you that's pretty old, 1920s minimum, maybe even over 100 years old, hard to say. Another 12-inch Wuhan. Poor Wuhan. They used to be known for their cymbals and gongs long before they were known for what they're now known for. And here we are with the original 1920s China I have. I'm not sure how big this is. It looks like maybe 18 inches. Unfortunately, it's got a nasty crack there, and another one starting right near the cup. So I can't use it. I can't even try to fix it or drill it or anything. It's just unusable right now. I was thinking of having someone lathe out that section and use it as a stack, which I used to do with an A Zildjian. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to preserve it as is. This is an old Crash Ride with Zildjian sizzlers in it, and this one has the sizzlers taken out, but it has a couple of rivets in. Those sizzles are really odd sounding. You'll hear that later in the video. But yeah, it's kind of dry is not even close to to how sandy that thing sounds. This is a Wuhan 12-inch splash that I forgot I had. So we'll check the sound out of that one as well and try to polish all these up and see what happens. Here's some old Royce Trashers that the kid I had the drum set purchased from, he was using. So I don't know why I saved them, but here they are. He was also hitting that saw blade for some reason, so I just threw that in there. And then I had forgotten that I have a set of ZBT hi-hats. I have been using Zildjian New Beats 14-inch since like 1980. The same set of cymbals. I just threw those in the box once I bought the drum set. ZBT is the student line, and I figured I'd keep them for backup or to give away, and I never did. So there they are. Okay, let's have a look at what they look like after a cursory polishing, and then we'll hear them. So this is that top low boy hat, and that's about the best I could do with Brasso. If I was getting serious about this, then we would get some Zildjian cymbal polish, or one of the best things I've ever used is Amway metal cleaner, believe it or not. Some proper attachments, a buffer for a drill, that sort of thing, just to see what it would look like. This is the original patina from the bottom hats. You can see the contrast. But years ago, I did shine that top one up as best as I could, and it really hasn't changed much in 40 years or whatever. So I don't think it's going to shine up any more than it did. So let's see what else we hit up here. This is the Ludwig Sizzler, and it made an odd pattern there. That little swirly came from the Brasso. So I suppose if I wanted to give this thing a bath and really, really soak it overnight or something, maybe it would have an effect. But there is a lot of tarnish on there, and a little green rust starting, and didn't do much for that. Here's the same cymbal without the sizzlers, and that's just to give you an idea what it looked like without it, because I did not polish that one. So that's the original patina, if you will. And here's the Wuhan Splash, and that was already pretty shiny. It's a brilliant finish cymbal, and I threw some polish on, and it's a little shinier, not too much. There's just a little bit of green tarnish starting on that one too, and it took some of it off. Okay, so there's a quick tour through the first cymbal case. So we'll count that as a cymbal tour part 1. And then somewhere down the line, quite a ways, we'll get to the other stuff, the ride cymbals, the crashes, the Zildjian and Sabian and Istanbul proper. I polished them up with varying success, as you can see, varying levels of not too much success, really. I know that's controversial, but I wasn't really too concerned. I have a couple of each of these to maintain as antiques with the patina intact, and so you can see what they looked like. And polishing up these particular models was not going to change one shred of the sound. You know, they're old brass, non-Turkish, non-Chinese for the most part, except for the Wuhan cymbals. So I wasn't too concerned. I just wanted to see what happened. And this is why a lot of drummers in the 20s and 30s complained about their American-made cymbals, because they were pretty much just stamped out of sheets of brass and not that great. But as perhaps an odd sound for something special, or just as a curio to have as an antique and show people what things used to be like, they're kind of cool. And I do use that lowboy, that top lowboy hat as a splash. I have for years, but I'll probably add to my arsenal the Wuhan that I forgot that I had. So I have 2 splash cymbals now, which is kind of cool. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. And more to come on the cymbal tour as I am able to dig through that storage room and pull out the cymbal vault and my bag and a bunch of cool stuff. But me no want to do that right now. So, all right, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.